call, great pass, great reception. That play had it all.
Oh boy, we've got ourselves a rookie. Welcome to Madden NFL 24. Before you take your first reps, we got to get your game tailored to you. Let's set it up by picking everything from your experience level and favorite team, all the way through to your play style and accessibility options. And nothing's set in stone. You ever feel like making some moves, you can always change things around in settings later. Accessibility settings.
I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a do.
Accessibility settings.
It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got to go. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect to vary in my diet feed. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I want to circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got to go. Stack with me, don't come down with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sick of it. Tie forward and spill like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today it's a preseason matchup as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Chicago Bears. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting out pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And the Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
Those who expected Ryan Tannehill to go quietly into the night after the Titans drafted Will Levis, well, they clearly don't know this man well at all. He's a fighter and former comeback player of the year and expects to have his best season yet as a pro in this campaign.
Tannehill to the air right off the bat. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Now it's Tannehill. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their 3rd-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Justin Fields.
We all knew Fields was an incredible athlete coming out of college, and last season, he unleashed it upon the NFL. Ran for over 1,100 yards and would have broken the quarterback single-season record if he had played the full season. He also threw 17 touchdown passes, and that's the next jump for him. More consistency as a passer.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Fields will get that complete to his tight end Kmet. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. They're, for a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. Play action. It's Fields eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him the first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Screen, watch the screen. 47
Foreman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll run again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The return man, Chris Moore. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board.
A leap, and he will make the catch. 39 yards there, a big one.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
1st and 10, it's Levis. He'll get that complete to Dow. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Spears. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Spears. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to move back in front. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Walker. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one lines up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Walker. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Able to find down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Levis. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Levis. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chris Moore from 4 yards out. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Shudak, and that pushes the lead up to 11. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Rashad Weaver from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. So we have reached halftime in our first rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they go play action. Here's Walker. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Walker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. and they hooked up there for a first down. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession.
And look at this, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So a definite surprise there. They try the fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Here's Spears on second down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And Spears with another carry. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Spears ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Shudak, and the lead is up to 18 now. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Play action now. Walker. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's Walker. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Walker. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returning it is Moore. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw hauled in by Westbrook Akina here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Second down, here's Levis. He's got the connection to Moore. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Levis on 3rd down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chris Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And they open the lead up now to 25. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears now ready to take over again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go.
Walker hit and the ball is out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jaleel Johnson able to get in there and drop him behind the line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. 2nd down, here's Walker. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and control of this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Right back to Spears. Down to about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Hand off to Spears. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And here's a give to Spears. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now a run with Spears. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Out of the gun, a give to Spears. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.